Well, good evenings. There was a request to make a 3x5 custom size flush door. This is basically it. So let's say it's working. That's the closing sequence. That's the opening sequence. To fit the triple piston extender here, I'm using sliders. And here I couldn't use sliders because we have slime and honey, so we're using a very custom, not a piston extender, but a pulsing thingy I came up on the spot. I tried doing observer shifting and like shifting them when honey blocks are moving, but it's not reliable. Like you can see, some of them like get moved, but others don't. And if I do it many times, we will get a different type of results. Like that time it worked. I even have different timing for it, but for whatever reason, when a moving block, like the moving block thing, it seems like gets updated. Depends on how quickly it got processed or something like that. So I resulted in doing this, basically powering, like moving the observers just out of the way. And here we have a block swapper, so it is at least seamless from one side, while not so much from the other. For decoration purposes, you can basically whatever this, what is this, tinted glass, I believe. Yeah, tinted glass can be literally anything, whatever you want. Leaf, however, requires to be a non-sticky block. So you can use any kind of leaf for this. You can use glazed terracotta for this, or you can alternate. So for example, honey is here, so you can make your floor out of slime, and here out of slime, where this honey is going to rub, and where we have slime, you can put honey here. Basically alternate them so this thing doesn't grab blocks. That is why we have leaves here. Leaf is like very simple way of doing it. The other variant is moss. Like I'm using moss here in the circuit. So yeah, here you go. Gray moss is also non-sticky type of block. There is also green moss. Whatever fits your bill, you can use it. So now let's go over what circuits do what. So let's go with the green circuit first. This is a ABCCBA circuit design made by Content Bus 8322. They basically showcased me this simple setup. It can be used to make a larger variant. So for example, you can make A, B, C, D, E, F, F, E, D, C, B, A circuit with it as well, or even larger. Then like we are using this to power first segment, not first, the opening sequence, and it also does closing sequence slightly. So if I turn it on, wait a second. If you notice like crying obsidian somewhere in my build, it is basically there because I'm going to showcase how to do it, how to like make it different things with this, what is this called, with structure blocks. But Mojang have programmed in this such way that it also updates the block. So if you have any kind of observer, it's going to send unnecessary pulses, and if you have many observers, they all are going to pulse. That's why there's crying obsidian, so stuff doesn't move. So basically ignore it. What I can do is just remove it temporarily. There we go. And now I can showcase it like opening and correction, closing in this case. So as you can see, so this is our A, this is our B, this is our C. So this A, B, C, C, B, A circuit is going to first power these, and then it's going to power this, this, and this, like when the closing sequence is going to happen. There we go. Now we have 3 steps left. So we can like shift it like that, shift it like that, and shift it like that to bring everything back. So only 3 steps are left. That is why we have observer sliders and that thingy I showcased at the start. So let's look at that thingy. Now this is a fully ready triple piston extender. Let's also remove the crying obsidian. and showcase it. Here we have a falling edge monostable circuit. So as soon as power is lost, we are first going to pulse this. So the C piston is going to fire, so it will pull once. Then we are going to grab the B, and then we're going to grab the C with the help of these sliders. So the green circuit also, what it does is when you prime it, it sets the sliders up, and when you unprime it, the gray circuit can use the sliders to bring the triple piston extender back into position, which is pretty cool solution, I guess, for the space constraint that is required to be flush. And now let's look at the final block swapping thingy. This is not as complicated as that. We are basically block swapping this whatever wall you're going to use with redstone block, so this piston can actually push that gate face. So again, let's remove the crank obsidian and let's prime it. As you saw, it swapped, and let's unprime it, and it swapped again. So how this thing works is when you prime it, here we are using observer as the dual edge circuit. So it's going to first, like whatever state it's going to be, like when you prime it, it's going to disable this copper flopper. This copper flopper controls these sticky pistons which are going to extend, so we first retract them. And then we have two different parts here. So when we have a rising edge pulse, like when it is primed, we are going to block swap the glass with redstone block. That is where this line goes. It goes here into this slider. This is an auto resetting slider because we have redstone block here. So when I'm going to power it, like so, the redstone block is not going to power the piston back. So as soon as power is lost, it's going to bring it back. It's going to set it back. So it's a resetting slider. You should not be there. There you go. And what these sliders also do is when they're going to come here, they're going to also prime the sticky piston back again. So that is how this sticky piston gets activated again. And for the falling edge, the same thing is done. We first disable the sticky piston, so the block retracts whatever you want to change. And in falling edge, this slider is going to activate. It's going to push whatever wall you have, whatever decoration, back into spot. So that is basically the circuit explained. Now we can look into how to make it. Where am I? We don't need second step. There you go. Let's start with the first step. So let's start with the lowest part. You basically make this frame, your alternating slime and honey. These are all sticky pistons and whatever face you want to use for the wall. Then this much distance away, this length of redstone line, and here we're going to start with that rising edge, falling edge thing. This is the first step. In the second step, we are going to add sliders. So basically pause if you want to make it. This is 6 game ticks. This is also 6 game ticks. Now we have the sticky piston, so it can swap the blocks. Now we have the circuitry to power everything. So this copper bulb directly powers these sticky pistons, and we have a different signal line to when the copper bulb is unprimed to prime it again, so it's going to block swap. So I can demonstrate it like this. Wait a second, let me remove the crying obsidian, and I can demonstrate it like this. Here you go. So that thing is working. Now let's start with the green circuit. First make the ABCCBA. Then we have a sticky piston with observer here. This resets these sliders. So these sliders don't have the auto resetting feature like those have, because I found this to be easier. And then we're going to power different sticky pistons when they're going to extend. So if you activate, I forgot to remove the crying obsidian again. So if you're going to activate it, you see how this line goes here. This line, this height of pistons basically gets powered. Then these pistons gets powered, and then these pistons gets powered. They have 4 game tick delay between each other. This is 8 game tick delay, so it is like lined up with that block swapper. And we basically did first retracting steps. Now 3 steps are left. So power this, and power this again. Those are going to be done in the next step. Before we do the next step, we are first going to shoehorn this way to power this sticky piston, because if the observer is going to be here, whenever you're going to power this triple piston extender, it's going to rip through everything over here and break everything. That is why it is done slightly differently. So these are sticky pistons, observer, slime honey structure, sticky pistons. What they do is they allow you to do this. And now let's finish the gray circuit. Hopefully nothing broke. The gray circuit is being powered from this line. Just simply take another, simply extend it over here into this falling edge monostable. When this sticky piston is going to extend, it's going to push the observer, and when we're going to unprime that ABC CBA circuit, it's going to come back. Here we have a repeater pulse extender clock, not clock, pulse extender simply. It extends the extends power to these sticky pistons just enough so it pushes. This is going to pulse the observer, bring them back, and then it's going to retract. That is the use of that. Then we have some timing, and then we power our sliders. Basically at this point the door is complete, and you can basically do that. Now wherever you want your input to be, all you have to do is power here with max, well, not max, whatever is this, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So you need to have power that reaches at least 10 over here, so you can reach the block swap over there. If it's going to be lower than 10, that block swap is not going to work because it's never going to receive power. And this is basically it, how to make this thing. I will provide the well download for it in case the explanation wasn't enough or it was too fast, but this is basically it.